washing jars.
I washed him 3 more jars thinking we weren't going to have enough jars, and he got it all packed in the 12. I guess not. I was good. And then it did, and then I second guessed myself. So he'll have clean jars to take home.
Yay.
So we're going to finish the process of the salt and cleaning the rims and putting it all on, and we'll bring you over to the canner when we're ready.
Okay.
Oh, I'm happy. Omi's here causing trouble. She'll be coming back later. But anyway, we've got, let me see, 2, 4, 6. It holds 8 wide mouth canning jars in the 23 quart. So we got to put another rack on it. You see my other rack, Klaus?
Yep.
Yeah, that one. And that separates the jars out. And Klaus actually got, I washed him some extra thinking I might be wrong, but he actually got 12. You go ahead and get your jars. He actually got a dozen jars out of a little over 14 pounds of ground beef. And I went ahead and fried up some of mine. I use a little bit different jar just so I want to make sure he takes all his new stuff home with him. And mine is wide mouth too. So it's going to hold my 3 jars, which is how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could actually get another jar. I may go ahead, Klaus, you can use one of your jars and we'll can up one more jar of ground beef. How's that?
Okay.
That way we'll have, how many jars?
8.
2, 4, 6.
8.
We'll have 16 jars total.
16, yeah.
Okay. We'll bring you back when we show you what
Like
we're
I
going to
said,
do.
I went ahead and done 3 of my jars, but they're a little bit taller because they're narrow at the bottom. I'm not sure if my pressure canner is going to hold those. If not, I may have to clean some more jars up. But hopefully this will work. He's filling up another jar because we want not to waste the canning space. We want to make sure we preserve as much as we can. And it's going to wind up probably being more co-pack because we're slow. You know, it's barely warm. So I'm treating the water. It's kind of warm. The jar was just a little warm. The meat was just a little warm. So they're all starting out at the same temp. It's just not real hot or real cold. That's how we're doing.
Guess what I didn't do? I didn't clean my rims.
Oh.
I was so busy talking to Omi. Omi come in, distracted me. That's part of the...
That was my fault too.
No, it wasn't your fault. It was...
Saw that.
Omi come in talking. Omi, I forgot to clean my rims. I think they're fairly clean. Should I? We're just going to go with it. If they don't seal, you'll see what happens. And if they do seal, so much the better. But if they don't, I'll just use it with some dishes. Yeah. We've got 16 jars, and I said I'm debating on whether these will be able to stay in there because I'm not sure because I've never done that before, but he's going to get the lid for me. And see, flip it around and see where it says,
Press 2.
does it show the arrow?
Yeah, open.
Oh,
Close,
yeah.
this
See,
close.
let's see if you do better than I can on it.
Do I do it this way?
Yeah, I think so. I have a hard time getting the lid on. You're doing, hey,
Yeah.
you're doing better than I think I did. Well, we don't have it.
This
No.
one?
We gotta, let me just put it on tripod and we'll both work on it. I have an issue every time I use my pressure camera. That's more like it,
That's
yeah.
where it needs to go.
And then turn it that way.
I like this now. Ah, there we go.
You got it. You faster than I am.
Okay.
Yay! So what we're doing now, we're gonna let it build up steam, and when this starts steaming, I'll bring you back because we have to let this steam steady for 10 minutes before we can add the weight. And once we add the weight, it'll be 75 minutes, but we gotta wait till this builds up pressure. No camera on the whole explanation. But it's steady steady stream of steam. Say that fast 5 times. I can't even say it once. But it is doing it, so we're counting down for 10 minutes, and then we'll put the weight on. Like I said, I don't know if you can see it or not in the camera, but it is. And we'll be back to put the weight on. Couldn't get my camera on to start with. The valve popped up. And I told Klaus I thought it pops up after you put the pressure valve on. The pressure, regulator. But I'm putting it on now. We're waiting on it to start jiggling at a steady jiggle. Once it does, we're going to set the timer for 75 minutes because we're doing pints of meat and it's 75 minutes. So I'll bring you back when that starts jiggling. And we'll adjust it to make sure that it doesn't jiggle too fast. I call it the jiggle. We're still waiting on the pressure valve thing to jiggle. It hasn't started jiggling. This actually raised when it was a steady stream of steam, so I'm not sure what's going on. I hope we don't have to reset it. Evidently the seal's in it right because it built up pressure before I even got this on. So we're just going to kind of wait and see, and if we have to start from step 1, I'll tell you that too, because I actually had to do it with my turkey. But people need to see that everything doesn't always go as planned, so we're going to give it a few more and see what happens. Finally it's a jiggling. And it's jigging steadily, so I think, Klaus, we can now say 75 minutes. What do you think? Been in there long enough, hasn't it? Oh, yeah. It's a doing the jiggle dance. Yeah. He said it's around 2:30. Of course, my clock's always wrong. It's 2:30 in the evening. He's got to get this done. He's got a date tonight. The family. Family date. Oh, yeah. See, it's starting to now. It's like a top hat. He said I showed it who's boss because I tapped it. Yeah, I think we're gonna be good now, Klaus. We'll see. I'm gonna set it for 75 minutes. Okay. Yeah, because we can't leave the canner. One of us has to stay here anyway. Okay, honey. Thank you. So we're off to the races now. We'll bring you back when it's time to turn it off. You'll do is take the jiggler off, the weight off. See, you're already a pro. You know, I call it everything under the sun. You don't know it's the weight.
Yeah.
And then it says to open it, you go this way, okay? Yep. So you'll open it.
Okay.
But you open it away from you so the steam don't burn your face off. See all the steam coming out?
Yeah.
I think some of them might have already pinged. And then, don't do like I do. Well, Stiver said he done the same thing. He used the other end, but we're supposed to use this end.
Yeah.
This is Angie's first cannon lesson, and she's doing a great job. She's teaching her brother. She's teaching her brother.
But look how it's bubbling. That one's not popped yet. Let's see if they pop.
I heard
I heard it started to
popped.
ring
It popped.
What do you mean?
It's sealed.
It's sealing. It's sealing, but you don't touch it anymore.
Yeah. You want to take some out?
Sure.
I use both hands. Some people can do it one-handed, but I can't. The tall ones, you'll have to angle a little bit just because I put those in there. And just never put it on
He's doing, that's his first lesson. He's going to start doing some canning when he goes back home.
You put it on a towel.
I think he's doing awesome.
Touch cold contact with the hot.
They canned ground beef
I
this
always double
morning.
my towel.
I just had to talk a little bit about it. I'm really proud of him, and I'm proud of Angie.
You'll know that they sealed when they pop like that. Hopefully
she
we'll
did
hear
a good
more pinging
job
because they've not all
teaching
sealed
him.
yet. See, that's still raised.
Yeah.
See how that went flat?
Yeah.
That's already.
That one's raised too, right?
That one's not. These are.
How many pints? 12 pints? I think they have 12 pints.
We have 16 pints.
16 pints.
That one's probably. We'll know when. It takes a while for all of them to seal, but some of them's done sealed. That one's done sealed. I
Doing
can tell.
great.
And what we're seeing bubblin's the grease in it. Hello. I'm going to show it for a minute, Mom. I have
want
to
you to
squeeze in here. And then we'll take this rack out, Klaus,
Okay.
and get
See,
the rest
It actually
of them
looks
out.
like a lot of them might have already sealed from
Look
the
inside, Klaus.
jar.
Sizzling.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a pretty sight right there. When it's a boiling. Yeah, some of them have already sealed. Some of them
Which
haven't.
is okay.
Yeah. Like that one's not. You can tell that one's not sealed yet. That one has. That one has. That
And
one
move
has.
them back. Make more
Yeah.
room.
Because you don't want to put it right here.
Yeah.
But we'll bring you back when he gets them all out.
I told my brother Klaus that's a pretty sight right there. And not only is that, but having them sealed.
Okay.
The one thing I just thought of, he's got all the jars out, and all of them are looking good, aren't they, Klaus?
Yep. That's awesome.
A lot of them most of them be going to Florida. The 3 tall ones I'm keeping here, but he's got the lucky 13.
The bubbling too.
Yeah, they're all bubbling. One thing I forgot to do.
He says, hi. One thing I forgot to do, I forgot to put a splash of vinegar in the canner. So remember that. Splash of vinegar.
Yep.
Will not hurt the canning process, but it does kind of keep this
right
from
here
happening.
and right here. It kind of keeps. But the jars don't look cloudy at all. Sometimes they'll have some cloud around them from whatever's in the water, but they don't look like it. Just a
That's good.
few of the lids. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think we're going to hear a lot of pinging because I think most of them done sealed. We were in there talking to Omi when it was going down. I think most of them sealed in the canner.
I like the popping of the seal.